How you doing? Shoot.
To what Marcus out, do you have a new starting lineup that you can share?
Not yet.
Okay. When you look at something that you said the other night about guys being decisive, being play starters and everything, especially when it comes to Terrence.
You said play starters?
Yeah, like guys creating their own shots,
Oh.
creating their own offense, and obviously Terrence is in a role where when he's aggressive, when he's decisive, the team is obviously better suited for that. How can he do that more often, more consistently?
Well, I think just, he's at the point guard position, but not thinking of himself as a traditional point guard. And so, on missed shots, we need him attacking in transition, getting to the basket, making quick decisions. And sometimes you can overthink that position. And so, like I said, he's a young player. He switched positions, but he's been doing a good job. So I'm not going to read, too much into it to one game.
You mentioned that, how you've played was Reggie was kind of out of the rotation the last few games. With no John here for a bit now, does Reggie kind of just take over that backup point guard role that
Yes, sir.
John's playing? And what are you looking for? Because they do play a bit different. John more in transition, Reggie more the spot-up guy. So what are you looking for out of Reggie in this kind of different role?
Well, he can run our offense. I think, he's also great in pick and rolls. So we can put him in pick and rolls, let him attack, get downhill, make plays for himself or other players. And so we know he has the capability of doing that. And so it'd be good to see tonight.
How do you game plan when you have guys in and out of the lineup? How difficult and challenging is that for you?
I wouldn't say. The biggest thing is just guys have to play different roles, which on a night-to-night basis, especially when playing younger players, it's tough for those guys to play different positions and different roles. But our principles can stay the same. No matter who's on the floor. I think having a defensive mindset. I think moving the basketball, getting to our second and third actions. I think attacking the paint like we talk about every single day, and just playing the right way. And so that's got to be our main focus, no matter who's playing. And it's about the style of basketball we play. And we know when guys are out, it's going to be tough to win games, but we still can have our core principles on both sides of the basketball, and that's the most important.
Teron, you talk a lot about the defensive mindset, getting these guys into that mindset. From where you sit, do you see that they're listening? Are you happy with what you're seeing?
At times, like I said, I don't think it's been a 48-minute game. I think we do it in spurts, and that can be from conditioning with Kawhi being out for a while and guys missing games. But I see the sense of when we get down, we have the sense of urgency a lot of times. Some games we start with great energy, so we just got to get to where it's an everyday thing. It's not every 2 games, every 3 games, like every night we have to have that mindset, and we have the right team to do that. And so we just got to be better with it.
Yeah, Ty, I know you've been asked this before, so I apologize, but how frustrating is it for you personally? You've had your full team together, I think, 4 games this year. As a coach, how frustrating is that?
It's frustrating, I think because when you're competitive and you want to win, it's definitely frustrating. I know it's frustrating for our fans as well, just wanting to put a product on the floor that we can have a chance to actually win every single night. And it's nothing to our guys on the team, like they're actually hurt. And it's just, something we got to deal with. And it's tough, but, being a competitor, the guys who are playing every night, competitors, and just with our fans, just be able to give them a great product and a great show every single night. And so we're getting close, so hopefully we can have our whole team back pretty soon and just kind of go from there. But it's been tough. It's been tough.
Is this less fun? Are you having less fun than you've had in the past as coaching?
Well, anytime you're not winning, it's less fun. I think it's tough. And, for us, it's the uncertainty. I think, when guys, miss 2 or 3 games and then come back, it makes it a little harder because if guys are out for the season or out for a long period of time, you can kind of change your offense to cater around the players we have. But, when you miss 2 games, 3 games and come back and, in and out, it makes it kind of hard. And so I think a lot of the guys in the locker room just kind of caught off guard every single night as far as, how we want to play and what style we want to play. But it's no knock on the guys like they're really, really injured. And so it's a messed up place to be in. But, we just got to fight through it. And we're not the only team that's going through injuries right now. A lot of teams are experiencing that. And so, we just got to keep fighting through until we're able to get whole.
T. Interested to see the decision with Moses and Musa. Obviously, Musa being sick, not active, and it looked like Moses was going to be inactive before that. What are you looking for with Moses coming up on his days on the two-way contract?
Yeah, I think his days run out pretty. I think we got like 6 or 7 games left, right? You know, so just try to get him down and bring him back when we play against Embiid. Then we go on the road trip where we playing against, facing bigger guys. And, I think Moses done a great job for us, just filling in and, being a two-way player and the energy he gives us and a guy who can spell Zoo, when, Zoo gets tired of getting in foul trouble. So he's done a really good job for us and just trying to see these last 6 or 7 games if, we can extend his time here. And so we'll see what happens.
Just to follow up on that, because obviously Moose is a guy who's been in the G all season. Brandon, Jason, they've been with him, and roster getting thinner. Seems like those guys are going to have to figure more into not just the depth, but those guys have all shown something different from just both ends of the floor. Like, how are you communicating with those guys, and how are you preparing those guys to contribute real soon here?
Well, I think, Paul Hughes done a great job in the G League of just kind of running the plays that, we want to run up here and running the same offense. So those guys pretty much, when they get here, they understand what we're doing and what we're looking for. And at times they run it better than us in the G League than we do up here at times. So they understand it, they know it. And so Paul Hughes done a great job of just making sure he put guys in the right spots. And so when they come here, it's not a lot of thinking, a lot of guessing.
You guys have been really good with Zoo on the court, but I feel like the last 2 games, it's been a bit of a drop off with him on there. Like, is he tired? Is he good right now?
I think so. I mean, he's not going to admit that, but I think he's getting worn down a little bit, and the overuse and playing him a lot because, like you said, when he's on the floor, we are effective. We're able to run our offense and do different things, and so I got to find a balance, between that. But he's been great for us all year. He's a guy that plays every single night, and so. We just can't run him into the ground, which I think, early on. But, I mean, I really don't have a choice.